All right, so here is tonight's dinner. We're going to have garlic butter fish, carrots, french fries, and salad. Okay, and then I'll show you the ingredients. All right, we have, instead of salmon, because I don't have any, I have thought out some sway fish, but you can use whatever kind of fish that you have and it'll still be good, okay? So that is, let's see, it's the equivalent of 4 pieces of salmon, okay? So about a pound. All right, I got some salad that I made using the lettuce and tomato that was left over from the pub burgers. We got some olive oil, that is a tablespoon and a half. We got some salt and pepper, that is a half a teaspoon of salt and a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper. We got 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, which equals about 2 cloves of garlic. We got 3/4 of a teaspoon of dried parsley. We have 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. We have 6 tablespoons of butter. And in this pan back here, we have a can of canned carrots, a tablespoon of butter, and some salt and pepper. And I drained out half of the juice from that can of carrots, okay? So that's just going to sit there on standby. Now we're going to get started on doing the fish. But first, we also have some leftover French fries in the oven, okay? So that was the other half of that bag of French fries from last night. Okay, so I'm going to clear all this stuff away and then we're going to get started cooking. Alright, now we're going to get started on the cooking. So we're going to set our oven at 425 degrees, okay? Now, this pan, we are going to heat that oil, okay? It's going to get kind of like that, okay? And while that's heating, we're going to go ahead and put some salt and pepper on this fish, okay? So I'm going to kind of do like that. Okay. There's one. So you're going to want to kind of season it like that. Kind of get the idea. And you're going to want to do that on both sides of the fish. Okay. That's going to make this fish taste yummy. Alright, this guy over here so that we can finish doing the other fillers. Okay. Okay. Okay, and this last one. Okay. Let's see if this will work better. Just sprinkle it on a little bit. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do the other side. Okay. Okay. There we go. So you kind of get the idea of where we're going with this. We're just seasoning the fish while that oil is heating. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's good. Okay. Now we're just going to wait for that oil to heat, and it's not quite hot yet, but it will be in just a second. So I'm going to stop right here and I'll bring you back in just a second. Okay, it looks like our fish is ready to go into the pan. That oil looks hot, so we're going to check it out. Hear that? That's a good sign. Okay, so we're just going to sear this fish on each side. Okay, so when it browns, then I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll flip it over, and we'll see what the next step is. Okay. All right. I just flipped over the fish. It's not seared the way I really like it, but it's getting there. I just wanted to show you where we were at. I kind of broke it up by accident, but that is real life cooking right there. So we'll try better on the next two fish, alright? But I'll bring you back in just a minute. Hopefully the other side comes out nice and golden the way we want it to. And I did have to add a little extra olive oil. And I did season the fish with salt and pepper a little bit more on both sides, okay? Alright, and I did take it out of the pan. It kind of started falling apart, so I had to take it out of the pan. Alright, because I didn't want it to fall apart anymore. So, I've added some more oil to the pan, and we're going to try again with this next two pieces of fish, okay? So, let's see. Let me get this. Oh, why not? Dump it over. Okay. Alright, so we're going to sear that like that. Now that sounds more like it should, okay? And now, see that? That's what it should be doing, okay? So now we're going to let that cook, okay? Here we go. Now I put those in the pan. It's kind of simmering down a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and season it a little more with some salt and pepper on this side. Just doesn't seem like there's enough on there, so I just decided I'd fix it for our taste, okay? So that's how it's cooking. See? The edges are starting to turn white the way it's supposed to be. It's frying really good, okay? So we're going to let that finish cooking, and we'll be right back. Okay, now the fish is getting ready to be flipped. And that's really what you're looking for right there. Alright? Isn't that pretty? That is a good fish. Okay? And we're going to let it cook on the other side. Alright, you can see I just flipped this one right here. I gotta flip that one, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. I'm gonna flip the other one and then I'll be back. Alright, we're going to lower the heat down because now we're gonna make our garlic butter sauce, okay? So we have a little bit of oil still left in this pan. So we're gonna leave that in there, okay? Now, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to add our 6 tablespoons of margarine, okay? Alright. There we go. And we're just going to melt that in. Now this pan is real super hot. I did lower the heat down, but it's hot, okay? There we go. Like that. Melt in there. In fact, I think I'm going to turn this heat down even more. We're going to put it down to about 3 right now, so it can give it time to cool down a little bit. Okay. Now, while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn this back burner on so that those carrots can be cooking, okay, while we do this sauce. And here's what that fish turned out like, okay? That's my first batch, okay? Apparently, I didn't have it on high enough or something. I don't know. But this is what the fish came out like on the second time around. It did not break up, so I wanted to show you that it is possible to make this. You are going to need a little extra olive oil here and there because it might disappear if you're using a cast iron pan, okay? So now what we're going to do is to this pan, we're going to go ahead and add our garlic. Okay, and then we're going to add our parsley flakes. All right, and we're going to let that cook for just a little bit. Okay, this is going to make our garlic butter sauce for our fish. Good looking. Now if your pan is hot, you need to watch that garlic. You don't want to burn it. So what I'm going to do is, since this pan is already so hot, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this off and let that heat that's already in that pan cook this the rest of the way. And I have bits of fish in there, but that's alright because we're going to pour this on fish. Okay, so I'll show you in just a few minutes what this looks like when it's all done and ready to be poured on top of that fish. Okay, be right back. Alright, we are going to go ahead and add our lemon juice to this sauce. Okay, and there we go. Okay, that's how that works. And now we're going to pour it over our fish. Alright, here is our plate with our fish on it. See that pretty fish? So we're going to go ahead and pour some of that sauce over this, like that. How about that? Does that look good? Looks good to me. Alright. And now we're going to put some carrots that are boiling. And we're going to turn that off first. I'm going to put some carrots on there. Okay. There we go. Like that. Okay. And you got yourself a really beautiful meal. See there? Put that out there. Okay. And now we are going to add our salad to our dish. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that a nice dinner? Alright, so I just wanted to show you this is what we are going to be eating for dinner tonight. Alright? You guys, I hope you do give it a try. And you do see that trial and error is a way of life around here. And we succeeded after all. Alright, so I hope you give it a try, and it is very tasty. I know, you know, that first batch of fish didn't look the greatest, but it is good, okay? Make sure you, of course, you're going to need to add a little extra olive oil to that pan as it runs out if you're using a cast iron pan, okay? If you're using a nonstick pan, well, you probably won't have to add more olive oil. But you'll have to just play it by ear. That's how we cook. Alright. So I do hope you guys try this. And I hope you guys have a great night. And girls, this is a very good dinner. I don't remember if I've actually tried this when you were growing up. But me and Daddy have had it before. And it is very good.